If you always end up apologizing, even when it's not your fault, listen up. Keep listening. Hello, hello, hello. This is Sambuka, aka Mama Sam. I am here with another diary entry for those who have been scapegoated. If this is something that you have gone through and you've done a bit of healing already, I am here to encourage those who are on the healing journey towards self being themselves. Let's just put it that way. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, keep listening and share it out to a few of your friends so that people know that this channel is here. Let's delve into the scripture first. Behold, how good and pleasant it is when brothers or brethren them, dwell together in unity. It's like oil on the head running down the beard. Think of the people who put oil on their heads. Okay. Running down on the beard, running down Aaron's beard over the collar of his robes. So it's a lot of oil. All right. It's it's a lot of oil running down a beard of whoever it is. It's an analogy, and that is Psalms 133 1 to 2. But as I'm thinking, like as I'm saying it, the Most High is depositing in my spirit. It's like a lubricant, right? When people dwell together in unity, it's really a nice thing. But let's get back to the topic. If you're a scapegoat friend, let me ask if you happen to be a scapegoat friend, right? Are you the one, like, if you're going out for dinner or whatever and something happens, like the plans don't quite come together, do they blame you? Do they? Are you the easy one to call out when you guys are together? Like something happens, they forgot the bread at the dinner table or something like that, and they're like, oh, that's because you did such and such. Or whenever something happens that goes wrong, like any kind of conflict, it just come kind of circles back to you. Like they just somehow find a way to call you out for things. That isn't random. It's not random at all. The more I am, like I said in previous videos or scapegoat audios, I knew I was a scapegoat inside, right? I wore the black sheep thing, like I knew it. But as I'm researching scapegoats in depth, it's like, what? Like my life has taken a completely different turn in the last few months. Well, it's more like weeks. Now that I've really decided to, I know it sounds crazy to own this title, but it, like I really can look back and say, wow. So if you have been the one blamed in a group, it's not random. Groups maintain harmony, quote unquote, I say that loosely, by placing tension or blame or crap. Let's just, that's the best word for it, crap, onto one person. And especially if you're an empath, like I've been saying in the past, I'm an empath, I'm an INFJ, I'm all those, you know, things that they put out there. I am that person. You're empathetic, you're self-aware, you are non-confrontational. You're the perfect target. It's like you have a thing on your back that says, it's a target and there's a goat in the middle, a scapegoat in the middle. It's you, right? They want to find someone to blame and it's you. And now I look back, not so much on my high school friends because that's a different breed, but at church, I can see all the times they would be like, oh, yeah, 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 it's because Stephanie did such, excuse me? And I would just look like, what? Like, why? I knew the popular ones and I wanted to be like the popular ones, but I couldn't be like the popular ones because my family wasn't rich or they weren't one of the top ones because I went to a church where it was people who came from the Caribbean and it was kind of like a meeting ground for us to not have to change too much on a Sunday at least. But I would be blamed for so many different things in that environment. And it's like, and then you find yourself getting smaller and apologizing and you're carrying all this weight that it's not yours to begin with. It wasn't your weight because you weren't to blame. It was so and so that did it, but they found you because you did not like confrontations, or at least you would get in trouble when you got home if something happened. And trust and believe I would. I would. So here's a truth that I like as I'm healing. Well, I've gone through a lot of the healing, but as my eyes are opening to this scapegoat dynamic, this is a truth that you may not realize. Being blamed doesn't mean you're guilty. Being blamed doesn't mean you're guilty. It just means sometimes that you happen to be the available one for the blame to land on. Yes, it just happens to be that you were convenient. You were the one that was there. You were the one that didn't make the noise. You were the one whose parents would wail your tail when you got home if you made noise. So let's go back. Are you the scapegoat friend? Are you in a dynamic right now where you're always being blamed for stuff that wasn't your fault? You're not necessarily the guilty one. And you know if you've been blamed for stuff, who the guilty one is. So if you're in a dynamic like that, you might want to consider getting some new friends. Let's just put it that way. Because the Most High says that it is great when brothers dwell in unity. Yes, it also says that iron sharpens iron, but that is people on the same level. So if these people are not sharpening you, if they're not making you better, then they are not that scripture. They are not the iron sharpening iron. They're the ones sucking the life out of you. Walk out that door, be their scapegoat no more. Because, baby, enough is enough. That's from my poem, The Scapegoat. It's not for you to have friends, quote unquote, who want to blame you. Those are actually frenemies. Those are actually frenemies. And really, it's the last part. I hope this was an eye opener for you if you're in a situation where you're getting blamed for things that you have not done. This wraps up another Scapegoat Diary. This is Sambuka, aka Mama Sam. I invite you again to like. For this one, I forgot to give a comment for the last one, but this one, put in the comment section, put in the comment section, I ain't taking their blame. I ain't taking their blame. We have to realize we've got to rise above. I ain't taking anybody's blame. Until tomorrow, we are sending you acres of love because, like I said, scapegoats need as much love as they can get. So let's build a loving community here. Until tomorrow. Bye bye.